What is up, alertwolf here to bring you another anime review, and this time I'm bringing it on Majestic Prince episode 7. I think this one is called Stronghold of Lust. Now, the reason why I've chosen to do this is a new anime for me. Well, there's a couple reasons actually. One, I wanted to do a mecha anime, a Gundam type anime. I was in the mood for a big robot. I had big robot. I need a big robot fix. And this season of animes, there's a couple, and they're all really good. So then it just became choosing which one I wanted to do. Now, like Garantia or whatever on the that anime about the dude that crash lands on Earth after like 1,000 years to find it's like water world, and he's from space. Like, I like that show. It's a cool show, and it was on the list of things I wanted to do. Actually, my favorite of all the mecha anime was Valrave the Liberator, but the reason why I won't do that is because it's done by Aniplex and Sony Music. And until things change, I'm boycotting, at least from YouTube, Sony Music and Aniplex. And it's a shame because they produce some of my favorite animes, but, I'm sorry. You can't be a company out there that abuses the people that talk about it. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's bad marketing. It's bad marketing because basically the only way an anime like this makes money over internationally is if people know about it. And the only way people know about it, one of the ways people know about it, is us anime reviewers on YouTube. So to shut us down means they don't care about their international market, international sales. And this is off on a little tangent. I know people might be thinking, but Alert Wolf, what international sales? I watch this online for free, or I'm not buying it, so I don't get it. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. While the show is airing, you're not buying it, but maybe you're paying for Crunchyroll or Neon Alley or some other anime. Not everybody gets it for free. And what happens there? Well, if you don't watch the shows on there, people like Crunchyroll or Neon Alley won't pay to live stream it. So they're you know what I mean? They have to pay for that. They have to secure the rights. So they'll start seeing dips because companies, they'll notice they're not getting the views. Anyway, but just don't buy their videos anymore. That's it. Don't go to the store. Don't buy their Blu-rays and DVDs and see what happens to their international market. And people will be like, and I know the feedback, but dude, it's not fair to the U.S. versions of the company. Well, you know what? They're all connected, and I'm sorry that their Japanese half is doing this, but we can't. It's like a girl, it's like a girl and spouse, or it's like spousal abuse. Just because they buy us a present after they beat us doesn't mean we should stay there. So anyway, just because he's good, I'll even take it further. Just because he's nice when he's not drinking doesn't mean I should stay with him because he's horrible to me when he is. So you get what I mean. But anyway, I went too far into that tangent, and I'm sorry. That is not where this video needs to go. So I chose to do Majestic Prince, basically because it was actually my second favorite out of all of them. And what I like is the cast of characters, basically. The fact that these kids should be, they're weapons made to fight this war, and these kids should be bitter about it. They were never given a real childhood. They were weapons, or they should be like non-feeling. Like when people create weapons of war, and bioengineer it, this is what that should happen. But that's not the case. These kids are regular kids with insecurities and funny character flaws and all of that. Not to mention, they're not good automatically. They were good in their first battle, but but they're having trouble with the system, so they're hit or miss, and they fail and they fall down and they get up and they keep going, and that's what I like about them. Unlike your Gundam guys, and they're piloting basically their version of Gundams. You know what I mean? The Gundam guys are good from jump. These guys are not. And I like that. I really do. And they're funny, and there's good humor in it. And again, I'm sorry about starting so late in the season, but I do know this gets 20-something episodes, so you know, I'll be with you for the rest of them. So no worries, you know. All right, but that being said, let's just jump right into it. Now, episode 7, which is the Stronghold of Lust. It starts off in several ways. Basically, we get to see what the aliens are like in the beginning of the episode, and we get a system of like a monarchy with a council. They're humanoid aliens, so I'm sure there's some bigger correlation between them and us. You know, they're preparing for a big battle, and you know, they want everybody to participate, and you know, they're all preparing and stuff like that. And then you have the you know, you have some of the other, you know, you're just seeing how they interact, and they're all characters, you know what I mean? And you know, it's funny because at some point, I think the main antagonist in this, or at least the chief rival guy, the prince, he starts raping bitches. Like, he rapes his brother's wife, I think, and his brother's like the leader and whatnot. But she kind of likes it, I guess. But they don't show the rape. It's not one of these animes. But he's still like, I'm throwing. She's like, what are you doing? He throws it down. He's like, just accept this. This is gonna happen, right? And then he goes and he gets the busty, I think like red or pink haired chick, and she's all about it. She's like, yeah, giving into our desires. Let's do this. And but I, you know, maybe I'm not even enough for you. He's like, desires. She's like, yeah, let's go. So that was pretty, you know, it's pretty weird, you know, but I mean, I thought it was cool. I thought it was interesting. You're really starting to build an idea of who these guys are on the other end of it. And I don't know if they're pure, you know, they're not pure evil. They have their own goals, and you know, it's all about some sort of prophecy, and there's a legend involved in all of this. So, you know, it's interesting to see where these guys are going. And their mechas are way different. They're animalistic, some of them, and they're cool. So then we meet up with our team. They end up moving and having to go to, you know, they had graduated in the previous episode, so this episode they had to move on, go to where they were going. They met their pit crews, and they were having lunch with them and stuff like that, and they got to know their surroundings a little better. You know, and they're a little unsure because they don't have a home to go back to now. Now they graduated. It happened out of nowhere, and you get that sense of unease. Now, on the Earth side, they also planned this large-scale battle because they figured the enemy is going to be here, so there's going to be a full battle between both forces, the alien and the Earth forces, and this battle is going down. Now, our Team Rabbits, aka Team Fail, they're being told to sit on the sidelines, at least for the beginning of the battle, and then they'll be called in later. And that has to do probably with their runtime. These units tend to burn themselves out, so they don't want to use them too soon. And again, we get to see all the alien flag vessels, basically flag mechas, and their support teams, and they're all different depending on who the flag vessel is. And like I said, they're pretty cool, or flag mecha. And you know, we just get a scene of them adjusting to life aboard the new ship and adjusting to everything. And that's pretty much, this episode is just And let me say this right away. This episode is a setup episode. And plain and simple. That's all it is. It really just sets things up for the next episode, which should be the battle. So, and again, we get a lot of stuff into their characters. We're not even into the characters. We just get them easing into what they have to do. And that's pretty much the episode. Nothing else really sticks out. It's just more or less them understanding, you know, and getting along with people, and just how they adjust to living on this thing. They suit up at the end, and they're prepared to go out and do what they got to do. And that's pretty much it. Now, what am I gonna rate this episode? What am I gonna say about this episode? The pacing of the episode was pretty good. It was basically steady. The different parts, I'm saying the alien part was my favorite part. The stronghold, the lust part, you know, and that was pretty cool. It was rape. So, you know, for a setup chapter, I usually give them between 2.5 and 5, and 2.5 and a 5, and a 3.5. I'm gonna give this one a 3, because nothing exciting happened in the setup, but we had some rape, and we had some funny moments. So, you know, and I dig that. So again, it's a 3 out of 5. It's a good under my scale. So go out and see it and enjoy it. Now again, you know, I think the next one, episode 8, will be out next week, and you know, you can just look forward to more of those from me. My next video will be I'll do a review on the new Star Trek movie, so check that out. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please subscribe if you can. This is your buddy Alert Wolf signing out.